I'm gonna tell you 8 signs that shows you will become rich one day, and we are starting right now. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Taha Khan. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I share with you clinic and exam related productivity tips and strategies. If this is your first time here, start now by subscribing and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss anything. The first sign is that you have multiple streams of income, or at least you have the mindset to develop multiple streams of income. See, if this pandemic has taught us anything, it is that we cannot rely on a singular source of income. We just cannot rely on just one source of income because you never know how and when things might change. And moreover, you cannot get wealthy from a singular source of income. Now, there is a difference between becoming rich and becoming wealthy. And this is a basic finance knowledge that I want all of you to have. I have already made a video on this topic. If you want to watch that video, I'll put the link of that video in the description of this video. So you can go and check that out. If you have the time to study rich people, you will notice that majority of them, almost all of them, have multiple streams of income, and they are even looking for more. Because having multiple income streams eliminates the risk of putting all your eggs in one basket. So that even when some unexpected things happen, you will be able to sustain yourself from your other streams. And even I believe that earning 20,000 from 5 different sources is way better than earning 1 lakh from a single source. And as a investing में भी कहते हैं that you need to diversify your portfolio. Means कुछ investment high risk होना चाहिए, कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट मीडियम रिस्क या मॉडरेट रिस्क होना चाहिए, एंड कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट लो रिस्क होना चाहिए, कुछ क्रिप्टो करेंसीज में भी होने चाहिए, कुछ पेनी स्टॉक्स में होने चाहिए, कुछ ब्लू चिप्स में होने चाहिए, कुछ रियल एस्टेट में होने चाहिए. सो सिमिलरली यू ऑल्सो नीड टू डाइवर्सिफाई योर इनकम, एंड यू कैन जनरेट इनकम स्ट्रीम्स बेस्ड ऑन योर इंटरेस्ट, based on your skill, based on your talent, based on your creativity, based on your passion. And when you are going for multiple streams, try to create passive incomes, because actively एक चीज में या दो चीज में you can get involved, but you cannot be involved in all streams actively. So most of your income should be passive, and passive doesn't mean कि बिना कुछ करे you are earning money. No, it means that at some point in your life you have worked and you have built something, and that is now self-sustaining, that is now self-generating income for you years after year. Like writing a book or an ebook or affiliate marketing. I have already made a separate video on few different sources of income that you can have, that you can generate. If you want, you can watch the video. I'll put the link of the video in the description. So as you try to create multiple sources of income, try to avoid the temptation to jump at several ideas at the same time. You need to focus on one idea, work on it, build it, and then move on to the next idea. So it is the habit of rich, wealthy people to continuously look for multiple streams of income. And if you have this sign in you, then you might also become wealthy one day. The next sign is that you are focused on the process of adding value and you have forgotten about money. Means that, see, this is a paradox, and let me explain you. The irony is that when you don't have money, all you think is about money. Okay, how do I earn money? How do I make more money? What more things can I do to earn money? And when you have money, you don't think about money. You think about something else, because at that point, money becomes obsolete. You think more and more about building a brand, providing better service, providing better value, because now you understand that when you are able to provide value to someone, money will automatically flow in. And when you are starting to build a career, you are always focused on it's not working, it's not working, it's not working, and what can I do to get more? But you are missing the whole point here, that money is the value you receive for your rendered service. Means that if you provide service, or if someone has provided you a service, you see in the money that you have in your pocket, there is written that I provide the bearer, I promise to pay the bearer a sum of so and so rupees, ऐसे करके लिखा हुआ, which has value so much. Means जो service you have taken, जो service मिला है, I am providing that person with a piece of paper that has somewhat similar value. That is what this transaction means. Let us understand this with an example. Suppose you have written a physical book, and you have written a good book, it has good content, but you are not able to sell that book to anyone. Means people doesn't want to read your book. So you're thinking that your book doesn't have any value. So even though your book is good, it has good content in it, but still it is not valuable because it is not able to reach everyone or anyone really. Because you see, value is measured in two parameters. The first one is how good something is, and the second is how many people can get benefit from it. Most of the time we focus on only the first part, how good something is, and that is why we concentrate all our focus on making that book better and better. We become perfectionist in writing the book, but what we need to actually be focusing on is how to reach people. So when you think that way, you will see that okay, most of the people are searching online and most of the people want things digitally. So you start making digital courses and you start publishing ebooks, and suddenly you will see that tens and thousands of people suddenly want your book and they want to join your courses. The question that you need to ask yourself is how can you become valuable? Valuable as in covering both the parameters. How can I use my skills? How can I use my talent to provide value to people? Just for example, you watch YouTube videos of content creators. So YouTube videos aren't free. You think that it is free, but when you watch videos, you are paying that video with your time. So if a video content doesn't provide any value, people don't watch it. And when you start to provide value to people with your contents, with your videos, then you have more subscribers, you have more views, and only then you start making some money from YouTube. So focus on value you are providing and the money will follow, because money is just a symbol of value that you're providing to the world. The third sign that you will become rich is that you are saving and investing more than you are spending. See, one money habit of every rich people is that they make their money work for themselves. They know that investing is the key factor in growing their finances. You see, if you are earning 30,000 per month and you are spending 30,000, then you are establishing a negative relationship with your money. And when you are in a negative relationship with money, you can never get to a position of financial freedom. See, savings does not necessarily make you rich, but it makes you disciplined. You suddenly start seeing a change in your self-image. Instead of seeing myself as a broke person, I will now see myself as someone who can accumulate money. Saving and investing are two different things, and the biggest difference between them is the level of risk taken or the type of risk taken. Now you may think that since I am saving my money, I am not taking any risk. You are taking risk. The risk of losing the value of your money over time. So you should have a limited amount of saving only. कितना saving होना चाहिए? I would suggest कि have just the amount of emergency fund as your saving. What is your emergency fund? Your 3 months of expenditure. All your expenditure. Track your expense. 3 months में जितना expense हुआ है, that should be saved as your emergency fund. And all of the remaining amount should be invested. And your investment should be diversified. Just now, as I was talking about, कि some investment should be high risk, moderate risk, low risk, few should be digital investments, few should be physical investments. And if you don't know much about investment, then you should learn about investment. These are basic traits that will get you rich, that will get you wealthy. We'll be talking more about investment in the upcoming points, but for now, make saving and investment a top priority today. The fourth sign is that you understand the power of compounding. And I mean not only in financial or investing terms, but also in self-development terms, in self-improvement terms. You see, most often we set a target for ourselves, but we always fail to achieve the target because we have set the bar so high that it becomes almost impossible to follow that. For example, we plan that from tomorrow we'll go to the gym. We have a workout plan, we have a diet plan, but even if we start going, we don't stick to it because we have set the bar so high. Instead, focus on improving very little at a time. Even if you improve by just 1% every day, by the end of 1 year, you would have become 37 times better than what you were when you started. That is the power of compounding. Set a target for yourself that from tomorrow, I'll go to the gym for just 10 minutes. And even if I don't do anything, I'll just go to the gym and I'll sit for 10 minutes. That is 1% improvement. And I want to lose weight. And earlier I used to have sweets 3 times per week. So instead of cutting down all the 3 times, I'll just have 2 times per week. That is 1%. Or if I wake up at 9 a.m. So instead of straight away trying to wake up at 6 a.m., I'll just wake up 10 minutes earlier. That is 1% improvement that I am talking about. And this thing, if you keep on improving yourself 1% every day, this is gonna compound like crazy. Now let me show you the power of compounding in investing terms. So let me open up my desktop and we'll search SIP calculator. Okay, so suppose every month you are investing 10,000 rupees in an SIP. Expected return 10%. I'm just taking 10%. इससे बहुत ज़्यादा return आ जाता है, but still to be on the safe side, I'm just taking 10%. Time period is say 10 years. So in 10 years you have invested about 12 lakhs of rupees, and your total return is 20 lakhs, about 20 lakhs. 20 से ज़्यादा ही है. Now this is not power of compounding. Now I'll show you what compounding actually is. अब ये time period को when we start increasing from 10 say 15 years. So you have invested 6 lakhs more, means 12 से 18 हो गया, but return कितना हो गया? 20 से 41, means double return हो गया. Now for another 5 years, if you invest, means another 6 lakhs you have added, but ये return 41 से 76 हो गया. Again almost double हो गया. So if you go on increasing this just by 5 years, your return is getting doubled. That is the power of compounding. And let me show you one more thing. ये बहुत ही शानदार चीज है, अभी मजा आ जाएगा. Let us open this EMI calculator. Now, many of us, what we do, घर वर लेने के लिए होम लोन्स हम लोग को लेना पड़ता है. So we take loans. Now when we do that, I'll show you a simple calculation. Say you take a loan of about 30 lakhs rupees. ठीक है? Rate of interest 6.5 होता है, but let us take 7. 6.5 से 7 तक you will easily get the rate of interest for home loan. But to be on the safe side, let us go for 7. Home loan tenure will be say 15 years. And इसको अगर 7.5 भी कर देते हैं, then also not an issue. 7.5 is the worst interest that you will have to pay for home loans. So rate of interest 7.5 कर देते हैं, and the loan tenure is 15 years. Monthly EMI, how much you are required to pay? You are required to pay 27,000 about. And the total interest that you are paying in this entire tenure of 15 years is 20 lakhs. Now the thing that I want to convey here is you forget that 27,000 is your EMI. You add 5,000 to that and समझ लो कि your EMI is not 27, your EMI is 33. What you are doing with the remaining 5,000? You are going and opening an SIP with that. So 5,000 per month SIP कर दिए. Return 10% मान लेते हैं. Time period 15 years. And 10% I'll show you कि अगर कोई भी if you're investing in some good company, fundamentally strong company, say Tata, ठीक है? Tata Steel share price. If you go and check the previous 5 years, 122% return. Let us try another, like say Asian Paints, ठीक है? Asian Paints 5 years return 143%. Let's say Pidilite, चलो Pidilite आ गया. Pidilite 5 years return is 173%. You want to see anything? You want to see any more shares? Say चलो HDFC बैंक देख लेते हैं. HDFC 5 years 70%. So you see the figure that I am quoting, I am just taking what? 10%. 10% सिर्फ रिटर्न आई एम टेकिंग, whereas if you, and that too for 15 years, जबकि most of the good companies 5 years में they have given more than 100% return. 10% भी अगर करते हैं, चलो 5,000 करके for a period of 15 years, then what is your total value? ये 5,000 is 20 lakhs. EMI interest कितना था? 20 lakhs. At the end of 15 years, that is the total interest that you are paying. And how much you have earned? मीन्स 5,000 अगर हम लोग EMI में ऐड कर ले, then it's almost like we are not paying any interest. That is the power of compounding that I want all of you to understand for once. So that was the fourth point that I wanted to talk about. The remaining 4 points I'll be covering in a separate video. And before that, I want to know how you like the video, or let us set a target that if this video receives 200 likes or 100 comments, as soon as any of these criteria is met, I'll upload the second part of this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.